Meet the computer you can talk to. With Copilot on Windows, working, creating, and collaborating is as easy as talking. Got writer's block? Share your screen with Copilot Vision to help spark inspiration, and use Copilot Voice to have a conversation and brainstorm ideas. Or maybe you need some tech help. With Copilot Vision, Copilot sees what you see. Let Copilot talk you through step-by-step guidance so you can master new apps, games, and skills faster. Try now at windows.com/Copilot.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
I know you're not always perfect. I know you have tons of problems, defects, imperfections, but who doesn't? It's just that I prefer your problems. I'm in love with your imperfections. Your imperfections are just great. I mean, you can't imagine, before I had to deal with Ed, and compared to him, you're a day at the beach.
Hello and welcome to Unequal Sequel. My name is Dave. I'm one of the 2 hosts of this soulless podcast.
And my name's Rich and I'm the other host of this soulless podcast. You can think of me as Frost to Dave Nixon. He's a corrupt politician and I just want the truth, damn it.
Yep. Premise of Unequal Sequel is very simple. We ask our guests their best ever sequel, worst ever sequel, and finally their dream sequel.
And sometimes we'll drift off and talk about other things. Sometimes movies, sometimes life in general.
And sometimes we do drop big fat spoilers, and that's by accident. But you know what? It's that time of the year. Go get your Christmas decorations out, start putting them up. You'll have a wonderful time and you feel better about yourself. On today's episode, we are joined by Amélie Thomas.
Amélie is a brilliant podcaster, formerly of the Fatal Attractions podcast, where she would discuss lots of those erotic thrillers, shall we say. It's an acquired taste. But also, she's the organiser of a brilliant movie club at the Garden Cinema, which you really want to check out because it sounds awesome. It's like a book club, but for movies.
We're very excited to sit down with Amélie and chat all things sequels with her.
These are Amélie Thomas's Unequal Sequels. Enjoy!
What is the first sequel you remember seeing and getting excited about?
I think I probably saw other sequels, but the one that I was excited about was Scream 2.
Scream 2?
Good choice.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, so obviously I probably saw other sequels, so I think I started watching a lot of films, obviously with my parents,
Mm-hmm.
My parents are big film buffs, especially my dad. So they will show me peplums and westerns and stuff like that. And we took me to the cinema to see Disney films. But I don't think I saw any of the sequels at the cinema. And you know what? I only saw Toy Story and Toy Story 2 and everything quite late in the day.
Right.
And so I remember with Scream, I got the ending spoiled as well before I saw it.
Oh. No.
Yeah, those bastards. So I used to go to a drawing lesson, and opposite that there was like an equivalent of Blockbuster, but not a chain. It was just like an independent thing, and I would take tapes all the time, from there. And I remember a guy that was, drawing with me. He was like, he pointed to the 2 killers, basically. He said, they're the killers. And I was like, and he's done that for Usual Suspects as well for me. So imagine Usual Suspects as well. He ruined that. so I think but I watched it and I really loved it, even though I knew.
I hope you stabbed him with a pencil.
Okay, you go for violence. I went scribble. I hope you scribble as well, but Rich picked violence.
Yeah. And so, but I remember when I knew that the sequel was going to be released in the cinema, I was super excited because I really loved the first one. And also I had developed a crush on, what's his name? Terry Connell, I think. Just
okay.
The guy from Sliders and everything. So I was excited to see him as the love interest for Nick.
Was it Stand By Me that did that for you?
Yes, I mean, not to develop this. it's not when he was like running down the rail tracks, that I had a little crush for him. But yeah, I watched a few things about him, but that's it. So like got really excited about it and went to the cinema. And I think I had actually, on the spot, I preferred it maybe because the ending of the first one had been ruined for me. So at least I had more excitement and the twist and everything for the second one. Also, I really enjoyed it. I went to see it a second time at the cinema. I really loved it. Yeah, it's one of my favorite sequels, So that's one of the biggest memory I have of my first sequel, at the cinema.
That's a great pick.
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's more of your kind of like, people pick their favourite Bonds or sequels because of their age and whatever? Is that what Scream 2 is to you kind of thing? Because it's the kind of the one, like you said, you didn't have ruins and you found it kind of by yourself.
You mean like more like the kind of franchise that would...
Yeah.
Because so that's something I thought about it a lot when I was preparing for your podcast. Is like there are loads of sequels I refuse to watch. So like Jaws 2, for example, Jaws 3... I've never watched them.
I mean, Jaws 2 is surprising, I would say.
In what way? Because I heard it's bad.
It's nowhere near as bad as people make out.
Can I caveat with that? We've watched a lot of shit.
We have watched a lot of shit, that's true.
I watched a lot of shit with my podcast, the erotic thriller.
Yes.
Jaws 3, absolute shit. Jaws 4, complete shit. Jaws 2, good. Not actually that bad.
Okay.
If you watch it through like a man who's dealing with his PTSD about what happened in the first film and he's got a drinking problem and stuff, great movie. It does get a little bit funny at the end when the shark starts.
Yeah, the ending's a bit silly.
Is it still with Roy Schneider then?
Yeah, he's still in it.
So you see is that him with the PTSD and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a more interesting movie than you'd think it would be.
Okay. Yeah, so sometimes, that's what I need to actually make the leap, But yeah, there are so many things where I'm like, I'm actually excited for them to create a franchise. So for example, the Aliens, I like Alien. I mean, it's gone really bad, but I because I love the story. I like the xenomorphs. I like the face huggers. I think it's really scary.
Good designs, yeah.
Yeah, I love the designs. What's his name? Ego? No, Ego. What's his name?
Geiger.
Thank you. Yes. So I was like, I know it's a kind of a Germanic kind of thing. So Aliens, I would always kind of give it a go, even if they're terrible. But there are things where I was like, there's no point. And I don't like the
You're not wrong.
Yeah. I'm like, sometimes they're like masterpieces as well. I'm like, let's not make sequels for that. I don't care,
That's a good way of thinking.
Yeah. And do you know what? I haven't even watched The Lost World.
You're probably not missing out anything.
The Jurassic World one.
Yeah, I haven't watched The Lost World.
Just watch Jurassic Park and don't watch any of the others.
Yeah,
I watched a few afterwards. So I watched it's not J.J. Abrams I did, but Michael Giacchino did it. But the first one with Chris Pratt. Mm-hmm. I watched that one. I like that one.
That's probably the best of a bad bunch. I would say.
And I saw the Scarlett Johansson one. It was absolutely terrible.
Again, there's worse.
Yeah.
Caveat, that was enjoyable.
I try to avoid those films.
I think that's sensible. I think that's really sensible. You're not one of these people that just watches stuff for keepsake or for the reason you...
Or starts a sequel podcast and has to watch them all.
Yeah, there are some people that are like, how do you call them, completists?
Yes.
Whereas me, I'm like, no, I mean... I don't know if you're going to say it, but like I used to be on that podcast, the erotic thriller podcast, and I've done 100 episodes of them. And I kept begging the guys to leave because I was like, I can't take this shit anymore. I can't take watching so many awful films all the time. And so I am very much now like, I don't want to waste my time too much watching terrible films anymore. So apart from the one that we chose this time, that was bad. But otherwise, I just like quit. I just stop. I'm not a completist, for that.
Yeah. So you said earlier that it was your dad was the cinephile in your family. He's the guy that got you into it. Was he the one that took you to the video store or whatever?
Yes.
And call my ignorance here, but you grew up in France, I'm guessing.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Is that a different experience from what the English treat film and renting? I just imagine it's a lot classier. in France?
I would say, I think in France, because I think it's because I used to be a teacher. So I think because the way we treat culture in school, general knowledge is very, very important. Mm-hmm. And we carry on having subjects like history, geography, languages and literature and everything. It's quite compulsory up to the age of like almost 18. Our baccalaureate, I had 11 subjects to study with like history, geography, that kind of thing. So I think generally, and maybe I'm generalizing, but I think the French is really, really into their culture. Into films, into the cinema, into concerts, into art exhibitions, a bit more than the Brits.
I got to make a pick between my GCSE subjects between geography or history. I couldn't do both. And
that's crazy that you couldn't do both.
I liked history and geography.
That's a shame.
Let me drop a science or something. Or
and you
something I don't want to do. No, they were like,
I
was like, we're
it's a shame that you can't carry on having all those subjects. But so I think that for us, yes, my dad would take me to the cinema a lot, and my mom as well. But my mom is more easygoing in terms of music and in terms of like film. She doesn't have like a very specific genre of things that she likes, whereas my dad is like very much like
sounds like my dad.
And with my dad, we used to watch like so many films together all the time, and just hanging out.
Was it dubbed or subtitled, or did you?
Oh yes, a good question. So
thank you.
It's a good question because a lot is dubbed. And it drives me up the wall now. I just hate it. When I go home for Christmas and I say, let's watch this film. And then the family is like, oh, no, I don't want to watch it with subtitles. Please put the dub version. And me, it's just like, it grates me so much. I just can't. I see the lips, I see everything. I know the voices of the actors and everything. It feels so unnatural for me now. You watch it dubbed. But it's dubbed most of the time. But now with like the new technologies and all like the new cable and satellites, all the kind of like the channels we have now, there's a way of like we can switch. So we can put it in original version. Very easy.
Lovely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But still, my mom was like, please don't do that, and sometimes I have to watch, I don't know, like things on Netflix and it's like dubbed and I just like, I can't do it.
I can't do dubbed very well. But I guess that's why you offer to watch lots of animation when you're with your mum and dad, because it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? It's actually probably the only films that I like them more dubbed, maybe.
Oh, really?
Weirdly enough. Because, so imagine, like all the Disney or the Pixar or that kind of thing. I watched them.
I bet Ratatouille in French is just fucking banging. Right?
I wonder if I watched Ratatouille in French, But sometimes what's very difficult is like, and I thought about you guys when you watched probably Russian Dolls, because they are in languages, vice versa. You'll have like puns that only work in the language.
Yeah.
And you can't translate it. And then, it's like with French Kiss, the Meg Ryan film.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of like he's trying to speak French, or there are so many things where they are in Paris and I don't know, maybe there are loads of puns about like trying to speak French or that kind of thing, but it doesn't work in French because it's already in French, so how does it work? So there are loads of things where you can't convey that kind of like puns. I don't know if we'll talk about it, but I don't know if you understood the whole playing the flute in the film later.
I didn't, but I liked it.
Okay, but I will explain to you later.
Okay, good.
Cool. So all that kind of thing. My dad, we watched. He showed me loads of peplums like Ben-Hur and and the 12 Commandments and 12:10. 12:10 is enough already. 10 Commandments, and westerns. Westerns I don't really like them that much, but loads of like Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, all like the and you know what? Also, in France, our censorship is much more lax than you guys.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah.
So I watched loads of films when I was like 12. I used to watch erotic thrillers with my parents. I was like 14 or something.
Oh.
And that's in front of the TV on a Sunday night watching Basic Instinct all together.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I like the kind of lax rules that we have in France, a bit more about films and stuff like that. But yeah.
What is your favourite ever sequel, your best sequel?
Okay, so...
I like this answer, by the way.
You like it?
Thank you for picking something new for us.
Yeah,
it's not very often this happens.
That's it. So obviously, I could say Terminator 2. I could say Aliens. I could say Empire Strikes Back or something. But I was like, I want to say something different. Mm-hmm. And I want something that people don't don't really know about as well, maybe, to introduce this film to people. So for me, it's a film called Russian Dolls, so Les Poupées Russes in French. And it was released in 2005, I think. It's the sequel of a film called L'Auberge Espagnole, which was translated into Potluck in England or in America. And so it's by this director called Cédric Clapiche, who is one of the best directors we have in France. And so the first film is just like students. It's this one guy, Romain Duris, who is quite a famous French actor as well.
Right.
And he's called Xavier. And he's basically sent, I don't know if you know this program, Erasmus.
Yeah, we have it here. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So I don't know if Desio do it or something. No, you don't know, Dave, no?
No, I didn't. Yeah. But I think we had a couple of people on that course who were like Erasmus students, Dave, when we were at uni.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oblivious, mate.
I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, so Erasmus was a student program amongst the European countries, and you could study 1 year abroad very easily and at another university. Oh. That's what it was. So I think he wants to work in a financial place or something, and they say, how's your English, how's your Spanish? And he says, your Spanish is not great. Okay, well, go to Barcelona, go to study, blah blah blah. So he goes to Barcelona and he meets all those people. Like he's looking for a flat, and he goes to a flat, and the flat is so international. He's very funny, so like the clash of cultures and everything. And so there's Kelly Reilly, who is actually, she became more famous in France before you guys than in England.
Oh, wow.
In America.
Brilliant.
Because she was in those films. The first one is 2002, so she became quite famous in that film, and then the other films. So Kelly Reilly is the British person, and then the other actors are not that famous, but like a Spanish person, a Danish person, an Italian and German, and I think that's all that. But there are loads of like, how do you say? Do you say caucasus or like kind of ludicrous, kind of like laughable, situations where in French we say aller à la fac, which means go to university, but the girl thinks, what fac? Go to fac? What? Like she doesn't get it or something, the British girl. And there's loads of like imbroglio, like he gets into an affair with a married woman, and they're trying to hide things as well. And it's very light, it's very funny. It's a kind of it's just like perfect for that kind of situation, like when you're a teen, not a teen as well, but like a university. It's very relevant, to all the kind of adventures you would have abroad.
Definitely, yeah.
So it's very fun. And the sequel was released in 2005. And for me, I had just spent a year in England. Right. I was a French assistant at the time, and I had met a boy, and so I was with this British guy, but I had to go back home to finish my studies in France. And so my dad came to collect me, to bring all my stuff with a van, and I was like crying because I was leaving that guy, and we stayed together like long distance, but it was hard and so he drove me down from London to Bordeaux, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we stopped around Lille or something, and we stayed overnight in a hotel, and I was like, oh, can we go and see that film, that sequel? And
had you seen the first one by this point?
Yeah, I had seen the first one, and it was very famous, and loved it. So I was super, super excited to see the kind of adventures, how they were going. I think in the film, when it was just 3 years difference of release dates, right? Mm-hmm. But I think they're making them grow maybe by 8 years or something.
Yeah, it's quite a long time in the.
Yeah, so because their university, so like 2021 or something in the first one, but then he says it's 30 in the second one. And I think it really resonated with me. Like it made me so emotional when I watched it after the whole thing, like leaving the boyfriend, that kind of thing. And the fact that I was going to England, going back to France. And then in the sequel is all like, going to England, going to France, go back and forth and developing the love for a British girl. And, it was like all linked to my life.
Yeah.
And I really like how kind of lost he is. Like, and it's always like, the choices. You meet this person, is the grass greener here? And,
Yeah, he's a bit of a dick, isn't he?
He's a bit of a dick, yes. When you look at it, he's very mature. For his age, he's very mature. Yes.
Yeah. I was watching it going, I in the first one, I sort of get him. I kind of understand where he's coming from. And maybe give him a bit of slack because he is young. And in this one, I was like, you've not grown up at all, have you?
Yes.
Like, you are still a child.
Yeah. What do you think, you guys, of that sequel?
I really like both of these, actually. Like, they were quite hard to track down. I've not seen the first one, so I would make sure I watch the first one as well.
Oh, yeah, I had to watch the first one.
You're both, yeah. That's
and they were quite hard to track down on streaming, so I actually ended up buying them both on DVD, so I own them now.
Really?
Yeah. And there's a third one, right? There's a trilogy.
It's a finished puzzle. Yes.
I am a completist, so I'm going to have to go and buy that.
It's good as well. It's very good.
I watched the trailer after I watched the other two. I was like, okay, I can carry on this story.
Yeah, that's good.
One.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah, I think my overriding feeling of watching this one is like, if you're with Kelly Riley, why are you chasing after other girls? Like, what is with you, man? Come on, sort your life out.
Yeah, I don't get when he says, I could see myself with that girl. She's perfect, the model, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, but Kelly Riley is perfect as well. Like,
I know.
What's going on with you?
Yeah.
It's wild, honestly.
I really connected with the first one. I saw a lot of connections to when, like you said, starting university, that excitement when you kind of move into halls and you're all from different areas and you're all trying to learn about each other. The bit when Kelly Riley's trying to get them to clean very much hit home.
With the fridge and everything as well.
In the halls, our kitchen was disgusting, absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
And trying to get certain people to clean up stuff, and Rich in the second year with our mate James, who let his
he was
plates
the worst.
Oh God! You have a rota, but nobody's following the rota.
Oh, he was worse than that. He'd like hide bits of old lettuce down the side of the sofa and all sorts of stuff. He was just disgusting.
He was disgusting, and I really enjoyed the end of that movie a bit when the boyfriend's coming over from England to see her, and they're all trying to get to the apartment to stop him.
Yes.
Kevin Bishop, the other English man in this film, has to pretend to be a gay guy too. I really thought it was great. I thought it was really, I really laughed at that first film, and like really connected with everyone, and having that way in that year in Barcelona and how sad he was when to leave it. It reminded me of how sad I was when I left my first year at uni, because I had such a good year. I think when I left that, I let out a few tears as well on the way home, because I think I was the first one to leave uni because my friend was having a baby. So I left everyone alone. The second film, like Rich said, he's a dick.
Yeah.
I had couldn't connect with him as much, and it took a bit of while to get going until the Riley. That's the storyline I really was interested in.
Me too.
But when you got Audrey Tattoo on the sidelines, you've got to get Audrey Tattoo somewhere in that. And it's kind of her story for the first half an hour. And you think, where's this going to go? Nowhere. They just drop her about an hour into the movie. And that's fine. But yeah, actually really enjoyed both of them.
Ah, that's great. What did you think of so Cécile de France? She really makes me laugh as well a lot. So she's playing a lesbian friend.
Yes, she's
and
great.
When he brings her to his grandpa,
such a great scene.
Yeah, because she's gay and she has kind of like manly gestures normally.
Yeah,
and she says, oh, "Okay, wear this dress and like pretend you're straight," and so she's like trying to be this little cutesy woman, and little by little she just like melts and starts like going back to natural, and then it's very funny the whole gestures. I think she plays really well in the film.
Yeah, it's really good. I love the conversation she has with him where she's sort of teaching him what women want, essentially, how to love a woman. And because I went out probably when I was like his age, if not a bit younger, I dated a girl who was bi, and she had a very similar conversation with me. It's like, really? This is what to do.
That's interesting. That's good.
It's not about you.
Didn't you have a summer away in Norway or something as well, Rich, at some point, or was that after?
No, it wasn't a summer, but yeah, I dated a girl who was Norwegian, and we went over there for a bit. But yeah, that was nice.
You know the kind of clash of culture. Yeah.
Well, I'm married to a Canadian, so there's always
interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
So I like that. I like the but as you said, he's a bit of a dick, and I think the more I grow old, the more I see he's a bit of a dick.
Yes.
I can
because when
understand
you're
that.
in your 20s, you're a bit lost like him. You don't know, you think it's normal that people oscillate, and don't really know where to go. And so the whole like not having this very stable life as well as a freelancer and everything.
Yes.
So I explain the pun, which makes me laugh. It's a scene that makes me laugh a lot at the beginning because he says, what I've been doing lately is jouer du pipeau. And jouer du pipeau literally is play the flute. But in French, it's telling porcupines, basically, right?
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So it's like literally means play the flute. Figuratively means tell lies. So that's why he keeps trying to have a conversation with the financial advisor and everything. And then behind you have
Yeah.
And it's just making it's just to say he's telling lies.
That makes so much sense.
Yes.
In my head, I was like, it must be like kind of. You say you're like playing a tune kind of thing. Like it's like telling someone what they want to hear.
It's a bit like that.
How it kind of like. That's what I was thinking.
I thought it was like lying.
Yeah.
Basically.
So basically, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I loved the way it was all filmed, both of them. The little dream sequences or whatever.
Yes.
It's very adventurous and interesting. It felt a little bit like Amélie a little bit as well. I know she's in it as well. And I was like, oh God, sometimes French cinema is so good. And I should watch probably more of it. Because when you mentioned, I was like, we've got to go hunting for this film now. And it took us a while, a little bit.
But it's worth it though, definitely.
Oh, absolutely. I would recommend them. And I'm definitely going to go and watch the third one. When the third one came out, we do have to touch upon it. Did you seek it out, or?
Of course, so obviously, because I love those two films, so obviously I went to seek it out straight away. You'll see, maybe you like it a bit better because it's more mature,
Right.
Okay.
But so that in the third, he's got children with. I mean, sorry if we spoil it, guys, but obviously he ends up with Kelly Reilly at the end of the second one, and they have children.
Oh,
but in the third one, they get a divorce. So it starts with them getting a separating.
Because he's still being a dick, probably.
Probably, but also she finds someone else and she goes to America.
Yes, I've seen that.
In New York, and she takes the kids with her. So he's like lost, and he wants to be with the kids, so he has to move to New York as well. But Isabel is there as well. She works in New York, so she's got someone there. So they all go to New York, and it's very good as well. But you know what?
Does it feel more like Western, like American?
No.
Okay, good. That's honestly what was one of my concerns.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, is this going to be like
a
cheesy rom-com kind of thing?
Absolutely not. No, not at all.
The magic of the other two.
Yeah, it's still very French and very clapish. But I guess that maybe, it's the same as well. He's still a bit lost in his life. I think I can't remember what he works as or if he actually writes books now or something. But he's still a bit like, because he has this whole divorce thing that is falling onto his head, and the fact that she's found that really rich American guy. I think she moves to the Upper East Side or something. He has to live in a shitty place in the middle of Brooklyn or something. But it's interesting because I know maybe it's not in Brooklyn because I think he lives in a Chinese area, which is why it's called Chinese Puzzle.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's Chinatown or something he lives in.
Gotcha.
But you still see quite a few people, all the actors from
I watched the trailer.
And I don't know if you know, but there's actually now a series as well now, which is the sequel of the third.
I read about this. Yes. The kids, right?
Yes. And it's called Greek Salad. And
they go to Greece.
Yeah, exactly. So the kids of Xavier and Kelly Reilly, they go to Greece. Yeah, they're like, like students again, and they study in Greece. And it's like on Amazon Prime that you can see it easily.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because for a while, it feels like it's like another Sunset, because you join these characters every few years.
It reminded me a little bit of the Sunset trilogy.
I watched the first one before
trilogy.
Rich watched it. And he's like, oh, I'm buying them on DVD. I was like, well, I've already watched the first one. And I think you're going to love it. Because Rich is not a big fan of the blockbustery stuff.
No,
that we get to watch a lot. The popcorny stuff. So when someone picks something like this, I'm like, well, this will keep him hooked for a while. But
This is exactly what I hope everyone would pick. Something I've never seen before that's really different. It's funny. It's beautifully made. Like, I wish everyone picked this.
It also makes living and traveling to different cities look nice and like safe kind of thing. It probably is and stuff, but just like a little bit Notting Hill-y kind of, and it's like, oh, I like this. This is just like a warm hug of a movie kind of thing.
Exactly.
There's a bit in the first one where the married woman that he ends up sleeping with is saying how dirty Barcelona is and stuff.
Looks beautiful. Oh, so I'm going to Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona looks amazing.
Yeah, but I don't know if you could pick up, from her attitude and everything. She's a bourgeois. She's a bit of a stuck-up bourgeois.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And, so you can tell, how you see class on film, and you can identify so quickly who is working class, that kind of thing. Us, we can see it's like a jarring thumb, that it's like, yes, she is that, wife of a doctor who is at home, housewife, and she is very stuck up, and that's why, she
because I felt really sorry for her to start with, because her husband seems awful.
Oh yeah, he's awful.
Or like talking for her and like telling people, speaking on her behalf and stuff. And I thought she felt really kind of like she didn't have much of a life. And, he'd taken her to Barcelona. She didn't speak any Spanish. And I was like, oh, God, I hope she gets one over on him in some way, which clearly she does.
Kind of does, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, when it comes to London, they explain how she's got a nice apartment. Like, yes, my dad bought it when it was dirt cheap and the area was shitty. And now look at it. It's like Notting Hill or somewhere.
Do you know where it is?
No, where is it?
It's in Primrose Hill.
Yeah.
I think it's off the road or something. Because I could tell, like, with the I live in Camden, so I live not far from Primrose Hill. And I always can see, like, that street, and I'm like, I think I know the street. I think it's the one with the Princess Pub or something. And I was looking, and I was like, yeah. I looked, and now it's like 18 Charlcote Road or something in Primrose Hill.
The only thing I couldn't work out, I don't know if it's a problem with the film, is that when he gets the Eurotunnel, he goes to Waterloo.
Yes, that was before. Do you know that it was like that before?
Yeah, he used to go to Waterloo.
He used to go to Waterloo.
Well,
it's so funny, isn't it? Now it's St. Pancras, but back in the day, it was Waterloo.
Yeah, it used to be Waterloo.
Well, it's going to slag it off, but no, you've got that right as well.
No, it is true.
How often do you get to recommend this to someone?
Quite often, to be honest. I introduced a few British people to this film. So, I've got this friend, Dan, that loves Audrey Tautou. He loves a lot of French actresses. He loves Léa Seydoux, that kind of thing. And I introduced him to Les Poupées Russes, to Potluck. He started obviously with L'Auberge Espagnole, and then he watched the whole trilogy because he really liked the first one. So, and quite often he sends me a picture and he says, look what I'm watching. And it's that, he revisits it and everything. It's really
nice.
It. So I introduced quite a lot of people to it. In France, it's very, very famous, so I don't really have to introduce people to it. But like in Britain, yes, I have quite a lot.
We are awful people.
Why? What do you think you're awful?
We're just not very good.
Because you don't know it, or
we don't. Yeah, we don't open our eyes, a lot of us, to world cinema a lot of time, and then we think about subtitles and think, we can't be bothered with subtitles.
That annoys me. So it's like the dubbing in France. You guys. The amount of time I say you should watch this film, no, subtitles, I don't want to read it. So it's such a shame.
It's weird. I quite like subtitles. I quite like subtitles. It forces you to concentrate.
I'm about to say it forces you to watch.
You can't sit and play with your phone and half listen to a movie. You have to concentrate on it. Yeah. So I think that's a good thing. I think more people should watch subtitled movies because they might actually concentrate on them rather than play on their phones. Hey, Dave.
What are we talking about? I'm pretty good.
No, I didn't mean you. I meant when we went to the cinema the other day and there were 10 people on their phones and you were about to kill someone.
A guy put his brightness up. He put his brightness up in the cinema during the film.
What? That's crazy. That's so
couldn't see it, so we went lighter. Absolutely fucking mad. It really made me angry. If they did another one of these films, would you watch it, and where would you have? Because I'd like when all the characters are back together, and maybe in the second one they're only there in Russia for a bit and they don't have much of a part. Would you like to see them more the gang back together doing something?
Yeah, I think so. I would like it, but I think he was always around Xavier anyway. Yeah. So it was more him, and he's so something that they say is like they compare that trilogy. They compare it a lot. I mean, it's probably not as highbrow, but they say 400 Blows by Truffaut, and then you follow. I haven't seen the sequels of 400 Blows, but you follow Antoine Doinel, who is the main character of 400 Blows. You follow him across some Truffaut films, and quite a lot of people compare those films to to the Truffaut films, basically.
Okay.
I've never heard of it. 400 Blows.
You don't know the 400 Blows? It's Truffaut, François Truffaut. So it's one of the main, like you have a Nouvelle Vague. So you have Breathless with Godard.
Yeah.
And then you have the main one for Truffaut is the 400 Blows.
The 400 Blows. I've heard of this movie. I don't think I've ever seen the movie, but it's like 1959, 60 kind of time.
Something.
Black and white.
Yeah, exactly. With the little kid at the end, there's a very famous scene where he runs across the beach, with a close up on his face. But that kid,
it's about a little boy, isn't it? A
young boy left without attention delves into a life of petty crime.
Oh, okay. Let's get a synopsis.
So that's a famous film by Truffaut.
Okay.
And then you follow, you see, I think it's the same actor as well that they carried on having, a bit like Linklater with the kid, that follows, what was it called? That boy. Is it boy?
Boy, yeah.
Boyhood.
Yeah. So it's the same actor that, that they followed. And in the 70s or something, they had those films with him.
Oh, wow,
I think the main character is called Antoine Doinel. And they compare that trilogy from Clapiche. They compare him a lot, with the famous Truffaut films.
Well, I've written it down now, so we might have to look into that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what? So you were saying about the dream sequences as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So an interesting thing about Cédric Clapiche is that both his parents are psychiatrists. So he's fascinated by psychology and dreams and that kind of thing. And in loads of his films, you have loads of dream sequences as well, and all about the mind. And so it's really, really interesting. I really love Clapiche. And for example, there's a film called, I think it's called 2 mois. So 2 mois could mean 2 months. It's a kind of a homophonic, synonym. So, no, how do you call it? When it's like sounds the same.
Yeah, homophone. Yeah.
Homophone. So 2 mois, it could be 2 months, but the way it's written, it's 2 mois. So 2 parts of me.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and that's a really great film as well about, 2 people being separated and lonely in Paris. And being almost neighbors. I think they're neighbors, but they never really meet. But it's like trying to find love and that kind of thing. And they're both very depressed. So they go to see psychiatrists and they talk about their problems. And so you see a lot of dream sequences as well. It's very, very good, this film.
Oh, wow.
But there are loads of, dream sequences in Clapiche films, basically, because his parents are both psychiatrists.
I'm really learning so much.
That's good.
Purina believes no one should have to make the impossible choice between their own safety and their pets. But nearly half of domestic abuse survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Through the Purple Leash Project, Purina is helping create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters so survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit purina.com/purple to learn more.
Hello, I'm Diane Morgan. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't, who cares? I'm here to explain Italian Time, a holiday phenomenon where Italians throw away their clocks and gather for eternity with San Pellegrino. I've been at this party so long that I've eaten 5 courses, hugged someone's grandma twice, and been offered a job in the family restaurant. So this holiday season, make sure to bring enough San Pellegrino to last you through the meal, the after meal, and the entire goodbye ritual. San Pellegrino, holiday on Italian Time.
Did my card go through?
Oh no.
Your small business depends on its internet. So switch to Verizon Business. And you could get LTE business internet starting at $39 a month when paired with select business mobile plans. That's unlimited data for unlimited business.
There we go.
Get the internet you need at the price you want. Verizon Business. Starting price for LTE business internet, 25 megabits per second unlimited data plan with select Verizon Business smartphone plan savings. Terms apply.
We're going to go on to the next question now, which is one of the cheeky little questions we didn't prepare you for, which is, what is your most disappointing sequel? So this doesn't have to be your worst sequel. It doesn't even have to be a bad sequel, but it's one you went in really excited about and you came out and you're like, that wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
Okay. I mean, at the same time, I was excited, but I was very dreading it. And I almost chose it as my worst. But I was like, I can't be that harsh because it's not awful, but Transporting 2.
Yeah, this comes up a fair bit. Yeah.
I am. See?
This is Marmite, this film. You either seem to love it or you hate it.
Do people love it?
We've had it. Someone picked it as best ever sequel, yes.
No way.
Yeah, Dominic Diamond, who grew up in Glasgow,
Okay,
he was like, that's what it was like. That's my childhood and adulthood. And he's like, that was amazing, yeah. And then we picked someone else. Layla Latif came on and was like, worst sequel. This was the same week. We had them back to back.
That's interesting.
It was really weird. So me and Rich only had to watch it once.
That's good.
They both convinced me both ways that it's awful and also brilliant. But
Dave changes his mind a lot on movies. I guess will easily change Dave's mind.
You get swayed very easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah. I'm weak.
So what do you think, you guys, about? So me, I'll tell you why, because
you tell us first, Noel.
Basically, Trainspotting is in my top 3 films of all time.
Oh, okay.
So my trinity is Fight Club, Trainspotting, Donnie Darko.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Good choices.
And so when I heard that they were doing the sequel after so many years, like I don't know, how many years was it? 20 years maybe?
It was a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Trainspotting is like 96 or something. And then it's like
2016 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, so maybe 20 years.
Yeah, 16, 17, something like that.
Yeah. And at the same time, I was like, oh no, please don't do it, because it's perfect. Don't touch it. It's perfect. You don't need a sequel. But at the same time, I tried to read Irvine Welsh's books.
Yeah.
Very difficult for me because it's written phonetically. And
it's very difficult for me.
Okay, as well.
I tried to read Trainspotting and I was like, this is written in Scottish.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Because the thing is, once you understand that you have to read them out loud, and you're like, makes sense.
Right, that's what I should have done.
When you just read it like this, you're like, that's not real words, you know?
Yeah.
So I had tried to read Porno, and I think I read a few chapters, but it just like wore me out. I was like, I can't read it. It's too difficult, to read it. I was 19 or 20 at the time. My English wasn't that great, But yeah, so basically when I watched it, so disappointed, because I think they keep revisiting the same scenes. They're being so nostalgic, but you see the same thing. Oh yeah, so I see myself, running down the Prince Street or something. Okay, but move on. It's a new story. So what are we doing with the new story? And I thought the new story was terrible. So
I think it falls into the trap that bad sequels fall into, where literally no one's changed. Everyone's the same. There's no growth, and there's no one's moved on. It's all just, I don't know. It's just, I think you're right. It's the same scenes. It's almost like going, look how good the first one was. Was the first one good?
That's it. It's very much, when they say they play the nostalgic kind of thing. It's just like refilming and just showing, like planting some kind of flashbacks things. And you're like, okay.
And there are parts of it that I like, Begbie and his kind of revelations and things with his son and stuff like that. I think I like that. And so I can't completely hate it, but I certainly don't like it either.
I like the thing about Spudge, like when he's trying to, I think tries to commit suicide, and I think it's Renton that tries to save him.
Yeah.
I like that kind of, it's dark, but, I like the fact that, he was so lost, he wanted to kill himself, Brenton saves him, that kind of thing. But that's probably the only thing I like. And I really, you know what, Danny Boyle, I can love what he does, but I really don't like when he goes into a very psychedelic, like handheld kind of camera and weird angles. And then there's the whole scene with them in the car, when they're driving a car, and it's like, I think it must be handheld, and I think they're dreaming of money around them or something. And I'm like, oh, what is this? What is this sequence? I hated it as well.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I only watched it once. I don't think I will ever watch it again.
Okay. It's also got that horrible storyline of sick boys' girlfriends, and they're trying to scam someone.
Yeah, that's it.
It's so forgettable.
Yeah, exactly.
It just doesn't really work at all.
Yeah.
And I like the Spud bits. I think what he's doing is interesting.
But then it annoys me at the end that's like, it's that Stephen King thing where it's like, and the hero's the writer. Hey!
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I like when Begbie gets to meet them again in the toilet. I think that's quite a good scene.
Yes, is he trying? Yeah, he's trying to scare them or something, or he's trying to strangle them at one point.
Yeah, he doesn't know that Renton's going to be there at this nightclub. And they come up on either side of the urinal or the toilets, or whatever, and they work it out because he asks for some toilet paper and his stuff.
Yes, that's quite a funny scene.
I think that's the highlight. And there's some interesting stuff between Begbie and his son, but it just none of it clicks together. Yeah. I went to the press screening of Trainspotting 2. So I was really excited to see it. I somehow blagged myself some tickets to go and see it. And I remember at the end just going, yeah, it's all right, isn't it? It is. I think it's all right.
Was that your review? Did you have to write that?
I was literally trying to find it on Twitter, but I have to go back so many years and I don't know how Twitter works anymore.
But don't you remember the publication you did it for, and then you would go and try to find it?
Oh, no, it's just a tweet, but it was like one of my most viral tweets.
No way.
Yeah, it actually got put places and like other reviews.
Yeah, just to go back 2 seconds when you were talking about Sunset. That was almost my second pick for favorite.
It's a good choice. It
before
really is.
Sunset. Yeah, that's a perfect film for me. I prefer it to Before Sunrise.
Yeah. So, me too. Yeah, absolutely.
You do as well. That's great.
Definitely. Yeah, it's really good. Well, it's just when they're walking around Paris and it's just like one shot. And it's beautiful. It's really nice. It's really
nice. And the conversation that she has, I think, I've had a lot of the boyfriend, you're with them, they don't really want to be with you, and then they move on and you basically make them better. And she says, I'm like a springboard for like proper relationship where they're like, thank you so much for fixing me. I'm now married. And then she's like, I wouldn't want to get married with them, but it would have been nice if they ask. And now that kind of thing. And I identified a lot with her when I saw it. It was a bit the same as like Russian Dolls. I really identified how she felt.
Yeah.
The kind of relationship that she had. I just love, so that trilogy though, it's funny because I hate the third.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I really don't like it. I mean, I wouldn't say hate, but she gets on my nerves. She's the one that really gets on my nerves in the third.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I think she's so castrating. And she's trying to find fights with him all the time,
Yeah.
She, in the first two, she's a bit annoying, She's a bit like, I've got a lot of opinions about things, But in the third, I'm like, no wonder he would go and see another woman if she's like that all the time on his back and everything. She's so annoying.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I think Ethan Hawke is really annoying.
In the third? Really?
In all of them, I find him very annoying.
Really?
Yeah. He's really arrogant. He's really unfeeling. Like, okay. I don't think Jessie is a great character. And I love Celine. I think she's amazing.
Yeah. But don't you find that she's nagging him all the time in the third?
I hadn't thought about it. Maybe I need to go and watch it again. And maybe I'm just in love with Julie Delpy, and I wouldn't mind if she nagged me. It'd be fine.
I think it's the same with me. Like, I think because I used to really like Ethan Hawke when I was younger, and in the Reality Bites and in that, and maybe I had too much of a crush on him to see how arrogant he would be or something. But yes, it was a tie between Before Sunset and Russian Dolls, but I thought Russian Dolls, not many people heard of it, so I want to.
It's a great choice. I'm really glad you picked it.
Okay, that's great.
When you because you said earlier you refuse to watch a lot of sequels and stuff, so if you think you're going to be disappointed by it, do you stay away from it?
Yeah.
I respect
It's a good thing to do. That's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, if we weren't doing this podcast, I'd probably be the same.
We'd definitely be the same, Rich. I'd drag you to a lot of...
Yeah, it's like, there was a time when they were talking about a sequel for Call Me By Your Name, and I was like, please don't do it. Please don't do it, because I would have been... I think it would have ruined it. There are films. It's like they were doing a sequel of La La Land,
Yeah.
So that people get the happy ending or something.
Yeah.
I would be so pissed off because I think it's perfect because there is this kind of like be a sweet ending that elevates it to a masterpiece for me. I mean, some people don't like it, but I love it. It's one of my favorite films. But I think that, if they wanted to have like a better resolution for them or something, I would be like, no, this is perfect. The ending, don't touch it. Don't.
I don't need everything simplified. Like, I can think for myself, like I can figure things out.
Yeah.
I don't think you need that.
But not you don't always need a happy ending as well.
Exactly.
Luckily, Arnie Hammer put stop to that.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. And I'm glad because
of his bizarre comments or whatever he said about cannibalism and the horrible stuff.
Not
he
just
did.
bizarre comments, it's the whole actions.
Yes, with the partner and stuff. He is a dick. Right, let's go on to the next question, which is, what is your worst ever sequel?
Again, this is a great choice.
Okay, nobody picked it before?
Someone has put, I think a couple of people have picked it, actually.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But it is truly awful.
Yeah, it doesn't, when we're like, okay, we can work with this one. So what is it?
So it's Batman and Robin. And I think that's one of the big disappointment for me as well, because so I love Tim Burton. So I liked the first and the second, obviously. And then I did really like, I mean, it's not great, but when I was a teenager, I liked Batman Forever.
It's the same. Yeah.
You like it too? Yeah.
Oh, Batman Forever is my Batman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Okay,
weirdo.
But yeah, I thought that. I mean, I had a crush on Val Kilmer as well, and I thought he was really great as a Batman, Bruce Wayne, and Nicole Kidman. I know I've talked to many men of your age, my age, and they all like,
yeah,
Nicole Kidman as what's her name, Chastity, or what is she called?
Meriden Chase or something
like Chase or something. Yeah. Everyone was like, oh, she was wonderful, and
bit of awakening there for a lot of men. I think
so. But even me, like, I'm not gay or anything, but I was like, wow, she's stunning in it, like really beautiful. The Riddler is very funny. I love the U2 song. It's camp, but it's fun, you know. I remember really like it.
And Jim Carrey goes for it. It's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. But this one, I mean, everyone goes for it as well for this one. But Jesus, like, I remember. So I watched it in the cinema in France, dubbed. Yeah.
Oh.
I was hoping it was going to be dubbed.
Yeah, it was dubbed. So imagine all the puns about ice as well.
Yeah. That must have been awful.
It was bad. So in French, we say to throw a punch, right? We say, because they can't translate them literally like you guys. So they have to invent all different ones as well. So that it works for so he was saying, je vais jeter un pain de glace. So you can say to throw a bread. That's a throw a punch. And he was like, I'm going to throw a bread of ice or something. I'm going to throw an ice punch or something. All those puns, they were so bad. And obviously, I mean, the thing is, you could blame it on the dubbing actor, how rigid Trotsy is or something like
it's the same in English. I was going to say, it's like, exactly the same.
It's like, it makes me question. I'm like, has he ever been a good actor? Do you know what I mean? Like, because I haven't seen his 80s, 90s film for a while. He's always playing a bit stiff, you know, so...
His best movies are where he plays an emotionless robot, essentially.
But does he have another range? I haven't seen Maggie, for example, but I heard he's good in it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Jingle All the Way? No?
Yeah, but that's different. That's true. It's a bit more, you know, or like Junior.
Yeah, Kindergarten Cop, maybe.
Yeah, that's actually Hero. But, you know, he's always a bit, like, you know, a bit stiff.
Yeah.
Yes. He got paid well for Batman and Robin, though. He must have just been on set counting the money at that point. So how old were you when you saw Batman and Robin, if I can ask? Do you reckon?
I'm trying to think. I think I said, because I was talking to my friend today about it, and he was saying he was 11, and I calculated, I think I was 15, I think.
Right.
Was this 1997?
Yes.
Yeah, 97,
yes, I was 15. So I went to see at the cinema.
Was that the age you start working out that films could be bad?
Yes. I mean, I had seen bad films before, I think.
Okay,
but,
good.
You know, I think it's the worst film I've ever seen. One of the worst films I've ever seen. I mean, I've seen bad films, but like, I think it's one of the worst films I've ever seen.
It's bad from off as well. It does go straight into toilets.
Yeah.
It starts with him, no? It starts with Trotsy, and he's so bad.
It starts with like bat nipples and bat bum and then bat credit card, and I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm done.
So that's the thing. So they say that because Joel Schumacher, he was gay, so he wanted to make that kind of homoeroticism, you know.
Well, good job. Good job.
I mean, he definitely did that. but it's just weird.
But is it supposed to be Batman and Robin? Because they always say Batman and Robin, but it's because you can't really see any sexual tension between them.
Well, there's no tension between anyone. There's no... That's the problem.
Everyone plays this like they're a completely different movie to everyone else.
It's like they got a different memo. Uma Thurman is in a different movie to everyone.
Yes.
I think she got the memo correct compared to everyone else. She's in that campy comic book film, and she's delivering what she can. I'm not quite sure what film Clooney and O'Connell are in.
No.
And how they're playing. I'm not quite sure what the age difference was ever meant to be between the two of them. Even in Forever, like he was meant to turn up and be a teenage boy. Was he?
I don't know.
Yeah, when he was playing Robin. When his parents died.
It's probably once again, those 20-something that play teenage people.
Yeah, he looked like he was about 45. And he's
no, not Chris O'Donnell. He still looks young.
Yeah, he does. I'm sorry, Chris O'Donnell. But he didn't look like a 16-year-old boy, even if you put an earring on him or whatever they did in Batman Forever.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell it's bad, right? Because if people talk to George Clooney about the movie, he does give them their money back.
Yes,
quite
apparently
famously
reimburses people now. I've read that in the trivia. That's very funny. But even Schumacher is he was a bit apologetic about it. He said that he says, "Oh, you can't really blame the screenwriter. It's not just him. With films, it's you can blame it on the director, and I take full responsibility for it." And
so he should. And also, Alicia Silverstone was treated really badly during this movie.
Yeah, but not by him though.
Not by him, but just by people working on it in general. Like she ended up with an eating disorder because of this movie and stuff. Like it's just not good at all.
Yeah, apparently because she had put on weight and she couldn't get back into the suit and people were criticizing her and everything and. She was still very young as well, so...
Yeah, it's not good.
It's funny because I was reading about trivia and stuff like that, and she's the only one that got the Razzies. The only one that won all the bad awards.
Really?
Yeah, but I really don't think she's the worst in that film at all.
No,
absolutely
not at all. No. Arnold Schwarzenegger deserves all those Razzies, definitely.
For me, it's him. Yeah,
he doesn't have. He has no dialogue. Everything he says is monologue. He's not talking to anyone in this film. Just one line. There's no addressing any other character. He may as well have been in a different room to everyone else. It wouldn't have been any different.
And apparently, yes, Chris O'Donnell said that he spent a lot of time with him backstage, but he never had a scene with him on stage because there was always a standing actor or something to replace each other.
Had the man in the suit. He might have got paid by word, and they were just like, okay, we can afford him to do the puns. That's
maybe that's it.
I have to ask, how many times have you watched it over the years?
Twice.
Twice.
So I saw it at the cinema. I honestly wonder if I would try to rewatch it a few years ago, but maybe I was just I quit or something very quickly. And then I watched it on 2 days ago, and I was like, oh, God.
That is some dedication.
Torture.
I've only seen it once. I watched it for this podcast when somebody picked it as their worst. I didn't rewatch it for you. I'm sorry, Amélie.
That's okay. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry at all.
I couldn't bring myself to do that.
It's still fresh in your mind, but me, I think it was back in 1997. So I was just I remember being scarred by it, but I was like, I couldn't, if we start talking about the different scenes and everything, I wouldn't be able to tell you, this scene, this scene. So that's why I watched it again. But
allow us to do that. I own this film. So
why, Dave? Why?
It comes in a nice Blu-ray box set back there. And if I start with 89 Batman, I'm one of those people that has to do all of them in a row, especially when I started to court my wife. I was like, we went through, especially during COVID, there was nothing else to do. She couldn't escape.
Or she couldn't escape Batman and Robin.
No, we did them all. We did them all. So I've watched Batman and Robin a fair few times.
Oh,
and I
poor
watched
Tiff.
Yeah, I used to watch it with my mate Kit a lot as well. We like dumb films a lot. And we've had, I think Beck Hill, a comedian's been on this podcast, and it's her Hangover movie.
Oh, okay, good. I think it would make it worse for me.
Yeah, well, she goes for Batman and Robin.
Wow.
It's one of those films that when you try and describe to people that haven't seen it, how bad it is and how mad it is, that they don't realize, they kind of realize that everything they've heard over the years is not a joke. Like the credit card is like, that can't be real. It's fucking real. That it happens, you know. There's the nipples, the cod pieces, the Uma Thurman lip stuff, the lip balm bit from Batman when he puts it on, he's selling an ad to like.
Or when he puts that kind of film so that she doesn't breathe it as well. Yeah, I mean, at least I like her costumes in it. I like Uma Thurman's costumes and makeup. I mean, there's some makeup that are terrible, but there's one that's quite iconic, the green one, and with her hair very up.
Again, the boys love it.
Yeah, that is great, and I know
people always dress up as it every year as well.
Yeah, exactly.
People still dress up as her.
Yeah, exactly. They do cosplay and they do that kind of costume, So I was talking to my friend who is a massive comic fan, and she is like an encyclopedia of comics and stuff like that. And I was saying, how do you feel about it? Because sometimes we watch films and, like, for example, I really didn't like X-Men Apocalypse, really hated it. But she says, but it's a very good comic book film, she says, because it's how comic books are, drawn and stuff like that. So she thinks that it's very representative of the aesthetics of comic books and everything compared to sometimes.
Okay.
It's a terrible film, and I own that too.
I think it's terrible as well, but she will find some defense about some films like that,
Yeah.
But this one, she was like, no, that's horrendous. And then so apparently lots of people were disappointed about Bane because, do you know what? By rewatching it as well, like I was like, they said Bane. I was like, Bane, the same one as Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And he's not threatening at all, and he's not very intelligent. And apparently, for people that love Batman, it's a very, very famous villain that is like very evil and intelligent and everything. And they completely ruined him.
He kind of looks more like the Bane comic book Bane.
Well, it's because they pump him up with a bicycle pump.
Even the mask and the way he looks. He kind of looks like Bane, but I get what you mean about him not having the personality of the comic book. He's just a henchman,
Uma Thurman, and has no dialogue or anything. It's really bad.
Well, the film was made to sell toys, I think, at the end of the day.
Yes, so that's what they said. That apparently, they was Joel Schumacher was saying that the studios really pushed that kind of aesthetics. So that's basically just that. And apparently he was shouting through a megaphone every time they were starting to shoot, saying, remember, it's a cartoon.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's not what you want, because it's gone a long way from the 89 Batman.
You can't go back from that the 89 Batman and then going back to this. You can't that threw away that campy 1960s Batman that this tries to get back to.
Yeah,
and you just can't do that once it's out the bottle,
But that's the thing is, I mean, obviously me, I love Tim Burton, so that kind of gothic aesthetics,
I love that Batman. Yeah, I really do.
And the second one was Batman Begins as well.
It's really good.
Yeah, but it's when some people might not like that kind of aesthetics and want more the campy comic book, as you say, like the 60s film, like the series and everything. I prefer the series. I think they have more depth than that Batman and Robin thing. But you know what? So talking about avoiding things that you think is not going to be good or something. I never watched Batman versus Superman, and I haven't seen Justice League.
Oh, don't. They're not. You don't need to.
Exactly. That's what people say. But I watched all the Nolan now. The Nolan, I love them. And I really like the Robert Pattinson one as well. It's very good, that one. The kind of noir detective,
I think I need to rewatch it because I watched it in the cinema with Dave and we didn't like it very much.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I own it on Blu-ray, this one.
I think I need to rewatch it because I haven't seen it since. And everyone I speak to, it sounds like I should like it. And I'm like, why didn't I like it? I just think it was too long and I wasn't really in the mood for it at the time. And I'm an old man. I had to go for a wee like 3 times.
Yes, you did.
It's okay.
He missed half the film.
Okay.
Well, so did you.
Yeah. So basically, we would do it relay. So he would go.
I was going to say you're relaying yourself.
What have I missed? And then Rich is like,
that's funny.
Nothing. They're just being miserable. Still.
No, I really like the darkness of it, and then I like how rainy it is, and then I love the score. It's really like, especially they merge some kind of like Nirvana song and like the Chopin, the funeral march or something. You hear this. It's very threatening. Just like how dark it is. The Batman is very like a detective movie. And apparently, my friend says as well, she loves it because she says there's a lot of Batman comic books as well that are drawn in that kind of atmosphere. And Batman is a detective, she says.
Yes, yeah. That's what he's supposed to be.
Detective.
The greatest detective, because DC stands for Detective Comics.
Yeah.
That's what he's supposed to be.
I didn't know that. You just told me something. That's so funny. Okay.
But also, when you think about Batman, like, he's a billionaire who dresses up in a silly costume. Like, you could solve all of Gotham's problems by just giving your money away. Like, you don't really need to be Batman, do you?
Yeah.
And you talked about Gotham and everything, like, Arkham Asylum. So I like when we see that side of Batman, like when you see all the crazy ones are like, imprisoned and everything. And I really liked when you see that in the new Batman as well with, I don't know if we're going to get the Barry Keoghan Joker, are we?
Well, that's what they keep saying.
Yeah.
If we ever, I believe it. It's one of those films. I believe it when I see it because it's been far too long now, and something could go wrong.
Now then, I was thinking of, what? One of the picks that I was going to choose basically for worst sequel as well.
Go on.
Was Joker Folie à Deux.
We can talk about that for a few minutes.
We can.
Exactly.
It's awful. It's terrible. I don't really like the first one.
I love the first one. That's how I was so disappointed as well.
Oh, okay.
Because maybe it's problematic and everything, but maybe because of the mental health, thing that people.
I think it's more that it's very derivative of other things. Like it's so King of Comedy and Taxi Driver, and those films do it so much better.
I didn't like King of Comedy. I watched it afterwards.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't like it at all.
Oh, interesting.
Everyone was comparing it, so I went to see it, and it was a struggle for me to watch King
of Comedy is brilliant.
I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah,
interesting. But again, I think that's King of Comedy is a very Marmite movie as well. I know lots of people that don't get on with it at all, and I know it wasn't very well received when it first came out.
It was one of
Scorsese's bombs. Yeah, so I don't think you're alone at all.
Okay, but Joker, I really like that one. Really like it, and I kind of like how he gets some confidence when he puts the costume, and then the whole like dancing down the stairs. I think it's very aesthetic as well, And then obviously the transformation, his performance, is it in the mind? Is it true? Was it a dream? Was it I like all of that, and then the sequel, and I love Lady Gaga as well. But all those musical numbers that were horrible. And
I don't understand how they got Lady Gaga in who can sing. Yeah. Why is she singing so poorly? Like, why is
it's not great, not at all. I don't even listen. I listen to a lot of her albums. I think I've listened once to those songs, and I was like, I never want to listen to them again.
It's awful.
Bad. My wife didn't know it was a musical. And then,
that must have been a shock.
And then she leant to me and she's like, if she sings one more time, and I was like, you better strap in because we got another 2 hours of this madness.
So she didn't realize at all that she was going.
It was I didn't enjoy that film one iota. It just seems like a waste of everyone's time. It felt like a director who got too big for his boots, and everyone thought I can make what I want because the first one made $1 billion, and then it all came crashing down when they realized that's not what people wanted to watch. And compared to the first one now looks like a masterpiece compared to that second one.
That's it.
So I don't know if that's the way to do it. Would you ever go and watch another Batman if it was camp and silly now, or are we gone too far from that?
No, me, I like Batman because I like the dark Batman.
Because you must have watched Scream 2 when you were really young as well. So you must have always liked dark films.
And it's funny because if you came into my flat and you saw my collection of DVDs and Blu-rays and everything, every time I say, people think I must not be funny or like laughing or something. I barely have any comedies.
Right.
I don't really like action films or like war films or, like when they fight. I don't really like that. And I have a lot of basically my favorite genre is psychological thrillers.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm coming round. I'm borrowing your DVDs.
Cool. Yeah, come around and we watch the films together. But I do like dark films as well. I like the Lars von Trier's films that break you, and I like Requiem for a Dream, and I love all the. I like the dark.
That's a great film, but I don't know when I would watch it. Just to pick me up.
It's the only acceptable Jared Leto film.
It's what? The only acceptable Jared? No, and Fight Club, because he's in it as well.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I said to Rich the other day, and he was like, he's barely in it.
He is barely in it, though.
And he gets his face punched in a lot.
Yes.
And yeah, he's fine. He's in small roles. He's fine. Leading man.
I like Panic Room. He's in Panic Room. That's true.
Yeah, with his weird cornrows.
Yeah, Panic Room doesn't get enough love for a Fincher film. Everyone kind of forget. Jodie Foster.
Mm-hmm. I'm aware of it. I just don't think I've seen it.
Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, it's good.
Good. It's good.
Yeah, it's very good.
I'll give it a try.
Good.
I just see Jared Leto and it puts me off.
He's not much in it. He doesn't have a very big one.
That's fine then. Yeah.
With new, gentler scented Clorox disinfecting wipes, clean finally smells as good as it feels on everything from lamps to ceiling fans, even on your kid's toy shark. Oh, ouch. Clorox disinfecting wipes, now available in crisp lemon. Find it on Amazon. Clorox, clean feels good.
In Walmart's Huluville, everyone ready their cart. Amazing Black Friday deals are about to start. Online and in the app, such great deals to explore. Everything you love from tech, toys, and more. The days to save and the ones to remember. It's only the 25th to the 30th of November. Set your alarms. Don't miss out. These deals are epic, without a doubt. The Who's are all ready, but are you? Walmart Black Friday deals await. Who knew?
Dripping in gold? That's cool. Dripping in Velveeta's supremely creamy golden cheesiness? That's respect. Elevate your drip with Velveeta's range of outrageously delicious dips and dishes. Shells, cheese, melty blocks, and heat and eat queso that go all in on indulgence. Flex on your fam with a creamy, cheesy masterpiece and go all in on what you love with Velveeta. Respect the drip and satisfy your cravings. Bring home the drip with Velveeta.
What sequel seems like a bad idea, but you ended up liking? So this is going to be quite tough for you, because if you didn't like the first one, you probably didn't watch the second one. But let's see what we can come up with.
So that thought that it was going to be a bad idea, but actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to think.
So we've got lots of these, because obviously we go and see a lot of sequels that we, especially me, I go and see a lot of sequels that Dave is making me go and watch, essentially. Okay. So I'm not expecting
the
audience
them to be good. Are now making you watch.
The audience, yes, okay. Yeah. The listeners of the podcast are making me go and watch these sequels.
So give me examples of your ones.
So Smile 2, I was really surprised about, because I didn't really like the first one and I really enjoyed the second one.
Interesting.
Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. Where did that come from? Like, I really liked that.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's the fourth, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fourth one, yeah.
So, and the second is not great, but the third, I really don't like the third. So yes, it's actually a good pick, that one as well. I'm trying to think. I mean, the thing is, so imagine, so for example, when we say sequels that you prefer to the original films, for example.
Not necessarily ones you prefer to the original film.
But for example, I prefer Blade Runner 2049 to
you're not alone.
That's the answer to this question.
Okay, but that's that. Because the thing is, with Blade Runner, the original one, I only saw it maybe 10 years ago.
This is the key. If you watch Blade Runner when you're a kid, then you'll love it. But if you don't see it until you're older, it doesn't get in there, I don't think. Because I love Blade Runner, but I saw it when I was like 12.
That's it. So maybe that's why. So my best friend told me, this is my favorite film. Please watch it. You've never seen it. Let's watch it. And I just thought it was okay. But I like the ending, but I just didn't think it was very. It's very well filmed, but I don't think it's very. How do you say? It's memorable, but at the same time, because you don't really know if he is one or not or something. At the end, you see the little holes, but so
I like that.
Well, it depends what version you watched as well.
Yeah, that's true. I think he made me watch the best version, but yeah, I think. But there are some different ones where,
there's so many versions,
Yeah, exactly. But it didn't really move me that much, Whereas my friend Pete was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And next to me, and I was like, yeah, no. And then I was really curious to see the second one, and especially because it's Villeneuve, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, I love Denis Villeneuve. And I obviously really like Ryan Gosling. And then just like I love... the cinema of Denis Villeneuve, the kind of like the filters, the colors, any stickings as well. No, that did cinematography, I think.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, and all those contrasts and everything is just gorgeous. And all the neon lights and, and her like Ana de Armas being that, that kind of, what is it? Like a projection, isn't it? Like a hologram.
Yeah, like hologram, yeah.
Yeah. And all of that, just like I love the atmosphere. I love the music, the Hans Zimmer music. It's gorgeous. That's another film with Jared Leto, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, barely in it.
He is barely in it, thankfully.
But yes, it's a good film with Jared Leto.
If he's barely in it, it's still a good film. It's okay.
Exactly. But that film, I just think it's stunning. I just think it's mesmerizing. I don't really like slow films normally, but this one just, I go on the voyage with them, like I'm there, So that's probably the one I was like, don't know.
No, that's a great pick.
Good idea or something.
It is a great pick.
That was my pick on our 100th episode.
Oh, really?
Because I, like you, I'm not fussed about Blade Runner. I can see that I can see why it's so important.
Yes.
All the aesthetics and the way it's looked and what came after it.
You understand why you're wrong.
I understand the history of it.
Yeah, we understand. We do.
But when I watch it, I find it just a little bit dull.
Yes, the same.
And I got kind of dragged to go and see the second one. And then I just sat there. I saw it in the IMAX as well. And it was just, I was like, this is fucking incredible. Like you said, I think I described it once, so like you could lick the screen. It was that kind of textures and the sound and what it looked like. And everyone was really good in it. And it looks ace. You can see where they put the money.
So good in it.
Yeah.
Like his heart, when he thinks that he's the replicant that might not be, and like he might be the real boy. And it just breaks my heart thinking about it.
Yeah.
Bless him.
And then,
just want to give him a cuddle.
Yeah, but with Ryan Gosling, at one point when they make him repeat all those looks, those questions to see if he's real and also. And then at one point he has like a massive outburst. He's just like, in the room like that. You remember? I thought he played so badly on that shot. I was like, what is this reaction? It's so weird. It's so jarring. But people were like, no, I really like it. I was like, okay, that's the one thing where I was like, I saw Ryan Gosling, like, I was like, this is not a good... Maybe like Marion Cotillard when she dies in, Batman, what is it called? Dark
Knight Rises.
The Dark Knight Rises. I didn't even realize that she was dying that badly. But then everyone was talking about how she does like this.
Yeah. She does do that. I have to ask, what did your friend think of 2049 after he saw it?
I think he really loved it as well.
Okay.
Yeah. He liked both. So
I'm relieved because some people are quite weird about it if you don't like it. Rich, are you a big fan of that?
Yeah, I love it.
But not as much as the first one.
Not quite as much as the first one, but then I wasn't 12 when I watched it. So,
yeah, it's one of those films I think you have to watch early.
And also, like, Blade Runner still looked great then.
Yes, it still looks great.
It still looks great, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it loses... Yeah, you lose something a little bit when it's so much older. You've seen so many things that look better. You also, pop culture's moved on, like it's referenced and it's homaged and it's pastiched a lot, and maybe that loses something when you don't watch it at the time.
A little bit like King of Comedy and Joker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly like that.
Like any film, I guess. But I mean, it still looks great compared to if you watch the David Lynch Dune.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
The special effects, when they're fighting and they have that kind of box around them.
Yeah.
And then you see the Villeneuve one, and and you're like, okay, there we go.
I get it. Are you quite wary of like suggesting films now to your friends or family and stuff? Because I really am. Because one, they don't trust my opinion, and I have no idea why.
They don't. Oh, really?
I'm going to be the cinephile in the family, and they're like, if I suggest a film, they do not watch it. I lent them Whiplash for 5 years, and I had
haven't watched it.
And I physically had to go to their house and put it on and be like, "We're watching Whiplash."
And did they watch
loved it? No, they loved it.
Okay.
Because I can't remember. There was a film I once said you should watch this film, and they didn't enjoy it, and ever since then they hadn't. And and I've had friends like who recently watched Goonies, and I love Goonies. Obviously, when you're young and stuff, Goonies is like the Spielberg-esque kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, it was all right." I was like, "All right."
But did they watch it just recently as well?
Yes,
so
as adults, and it's just not. It's not magical.
Not the same.
I didn't watch it when I was a kid, so I only watched it when I was an adult, and I think it's all right, but I don't love it. But I understand that but I understand that for people that were kids, when they watched it, it's brilliant. It was like Labyrinth. I only watched it a few years ago as well. So the same, I was like, yeah, it's all right. But I guess it's those films and when you're a kid, do you just...
gave me nightmares. Labyrinth, I can't watch it. It is nightmare.
Really?
I'm terrified of that movie.
Oh, wow. What about Return to Oz? Because I heard that...
Again, terrified of that movie. I do not do puppets very well like that. Yeah, we've done Return to Oz a couple of times on this.
Like as a best sequel or what?
Yes.
Yeah, a couple of people have had it as
this season someone picked it. So I've watched it. I've watched it recently. I don't find it as scary.
You've been a big brave boy.
I have been. Yeah. Thank you. I don't find it as scary as Labyrinth. Labyrinth I can't go near. And there's always swirling around about sequels.
What about the Dark Crystal?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite similar, isn't it?
Yeah,
of aesthetics.
There's two bits in Labyrinth I can't. It's the bit at the beginning when the trolls are in the cupboard.
Okay.
Terrifies me when I was little. And then there's the hand ones, going down, and that was terrifying, that bit. And then the other things that can take their heads off and throw them up. At one point, the yellow and gold looking birdie things, come on, terrify me as well.
Okay.
But is it because when you were a kid you were terrified, so since then you can't really watch it?
Yeah, there's a few little films like that. Another one that gave me nightmares when I was little. And do you know the Ernest films?
No, what's that?
How to best describe Ernest? He is an American hillbilly kind of guy.
Okay.
And he has a series of like Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Does Something, Ernest Goes to Africa. It's still one of the most non-PC things I've ever seen in my life. Racist.
Okay. Oh, God.
But there's one called Ernest Scared Stupid, and it revolves around this troll. And I watched that when I was little, terrified of that now. Yeah, so films like that.
I'm sure that as an adult, because you've seen so many other horror films and stuff like that, you should be fine, no? Or you're still like...
No, I should be brave. I've watched a lot of horror films as well. There's a period in my life when I watched a lot of horror films. When I was...
Yeah, so I'm sure that now you would watch it and you'd be like, that's
puppets.
Fine. No?
But then you really like...
You have a phobia of puppets then.
Yeah. But you really like Meet the Feebles and stuff though, right?
Yeah, but
that's puppety, isn't it?
That is puppety. And I like the Muppets. So...
Yeah.
Don't know, really. Don't know.
Maybe give it a try. But
something to talk to about if I ever get a psychiatrist, I guess, somewhere. Let's move on to the next section, which is, Amélie, can you tell us what your dream sequel is?
Okay. So as you know, I'm very picky with sequels because I don't watch that many, and there are loads of films that I don't want them to be done. So, for example, American Psycho, I never watched the sequel. I never watched the Donnie Darko sequel. You know that.
Don't. It's very bad.
I'd like to hear your opinion.
It's really, really bad. Yeah, yes. But I haven't watched those. But the one that I've always thought, yes, this one I would love to have a sequel for. It's The Nice Guys.
Yes. This is the right answer.
Because I think that kind of films translates well in having a few, like that kind of what do you call them?
Bromance.
Romance, yes. Yeah. Or a bit like when you have a sidekick, a bit like, I haven't watched many Lethal Weapon? Lethal Weapon. Yes, yeah. Sorry, that's very French for me. Lethal Weapon. I haven't watched many of them, or like Die Hard. I've seen the first 3, I think. But all those films where it's a bit actiony, but it's 2 men, and they're very different, and it's very... I think The Nice Guys is one of the funniest films I've ever seen.
It's really good.
I think that's the one that also kind of crystallized the very humorous side of Gosling. He can be a very funny actor because you would see him more as a heartthrob or, like a more serious person, more indie kind of thing. And then that's the first time where you're like, he's actually so funny. Like, I think that obviously I like Russell Crowe a lot, but he's a bit invisible in that film compared to Gosling, isn't he? No?
He's very much the straight man, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's very much the one that Ryan Gosling bounces off of a little bit.
Yeah.
He's, again, another Shane Black movie. It's Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yes, it's the same. Yes, the same.
It's the same kind of relationship, isn't it?
Yes.
So yeah, he's very much the straight man. But I think Val Kilmer in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang has a few more of those quips. He's a bit more has a bit more about him dialogue wise. Whereas I think Russell Crowe in this is kind of very straight.
Yeah,
he's more like, I'm here to find the girl. I'm da-da-na-na. It's like very, kind of sturdy old man, like, oh yeah, I'm finding the girl, whereas the other one is just like, he squeals, he's just like, when he's trying to find, when he's with that girl on the balcony and he's pretending that she's shooting him or something.
So good.
And he falls down the balcony, completely rolled down the hill and everything. It's just hilarious. And then you see him like swimming like with the mermaids and everything at one point. It's just, that film is hilarious. And I think it's the only one that, where I was thinking, do you want many sequels? No. But this one, I think it would lend himself to a very good sequel.
Yeah. Now, did you go and see it on the cinema?
Yes.
Okay. You're not to blame then.
About what?
About why it didn't get a sequel.
Because you think they didn't make enough money? Or?
I know it didn't make enough money.
Yeah, it really didn't. It barely made its budget.
So me and you, Amélie, we went and saw it in the cinema. Rich, did you go and see it in the cinema?
No.
Fuck you. You're the problem.
All right. Okay. It came out in 2016. I was very busy. Okay?
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, I'm going to protect him. Blade Runner was a massive flop,
Oh, yeah.
But commercially. So we could say the same, they could say that.
Yeah, but then it took about 30 years to make the sequel.
Maybe maybe when Russell Crowe is 90 years old.
That's the problem. We're against time on this one. When it was coming out, did you know what kind of movie it was going to be? Or did you just, cool. Was it Ryan Gosling that made you go and see it?
It's a big draw. But I really like Russell Crowe as well.
Yeah.
But also I knew it was the team that did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and I really like that film as well.
Yeah, Shane Black.
And back, yeah, exactly. So I knew I was going to be quite a hoot, but yeah, Brian, I think I must have watched everything with him, probably. Yeah.
His comic timing is better than some comedians, like professional comedians.
Yeah. I think, it's the same in Barbie. It's the best element in Barbie.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just, it makes me howl, So, yeah. I watched it in cinema. I've got it on Blu-ray, I think, as well. I think it's the first time I saw Margaret Qualley as well. Do you see Qualley?
Yes.
Qualley, yeah. I think it's the first time I saw her as well in film. I think that it would lend itself very well for sequel, because it's that kind of film where, it's very funny and everything, but it's not one where you're like, okay, there's a perfect resolution, nothing should follow through or something of that.
If anything, the storyline in The Nice Guys is its problem.
Yeah.
What carries The Nice Guys through is Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling just being absolutely dynamite together, and the dialogue, the whole storyline about the cars and stuff. It kind of gets lost on the way towards the ending, and then you kind of pick it up because there's a lot going on.
The Basinger thing, and like the environment thing.
And there's a governor as well in there.
Yeah.
And then,
it's not really about that, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
that's why it's amazing that it works.
Yeah. Exactly. So I think that's my pick, basically.
Do you have any ideas of what you'd like them to do? What your sequel would be?
Not really, to be honest. Again, trying to elucidate some kind of mystery or crime, or it's just like a very easy film to watch. I just want the humor again. It's probably one of the only films I don't care about the plot that much. Because nobody I care so much about the plot. It's the most important thing for me, but not for that one. I think it's just more like the kind of memorable, funny moments, that I love about that film. So
I think for me, the bit that really stands out is Ryan Gosling. You're so used to when you watch like a noir or a detective movie, like the detective being so cool and so good at everything, and there's a bit where Ryan Gosling's trying to break into a house and he punches the window and like like slices himself and has to go to hospital. And I'm like, this is brilliant.
Yeah, it's great editing on that.
Because he's more like he's more a detective against his world, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not a professional detective. It's just more falling into the thing, you know, like into having to do it, you know. But he's just like not one like Russell Crowe is more of a one, you know.
Yeah, he's a tough guy, isn't he?
He's a real one. Yeah, he's a real detective. Whereas like,
and I really like his relationship with Angourie Rice as well, with his kid,
his daughter. Yeah,
it's like don't say this. I can't remember. It's like
and stuff, isn't it?
And stuff, yeah. But like she talks about whores as well or something. She's like, don't say whores. Or something. It's hilarious.
It is great dialogue, and that's what Shane Black's kind of famous for, in a way.
Yeah, he writes really good dialogue.
What else has he written? Is he the Predator? Did he do
He directed The Predator.
Oh yeah,
which is not a good. That's not a good movie.
Yeah, exactly.
But he wrote. So talking of Lethal Weapon, he wrote all the Lethal Weapon movies.
But that's it. Yes.
I don't think he did 4 and 3.
He did 3, definitely. He did 3. I'm pretty sure he did 3.
Did 4. He sold them for a lot of money. Last Boy Scouts.
Okay, I haven't seen that one. It's the Robert, what's his name? Bruce Willis thing.
Bruce Willis, yeah.
That's quite a good one.
Good, yeah.
Iron Man 3, he did
Iron
as well.
Man 3 directed. He just done one recently that I haven't watched yet on Mark Wahlberg that's on Amazon Video.
Oh, the Play Dirty one.
The Play Dirty one.
Doesn't look great. But you never know. Might be good. Who knows? It's Mark Wahlberg though, isn't it? Again, that's
Mark Wahlberg in The Departed though.
True.
Great.
True.
Give him a chance.
Every bad actor's got a good movie in them, right?
Yes, exactly.
Well, Boogie Nights as well is a fantastic
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That is true. I'm being too harsh.
I think every actor's
It's the
got a good movie in
Transformers
them.
movies that killed Mark Wahlberg for me.
Yeah. Back to The Nice Guys. A few people have picked The Nice Guys, and it always comes down to they would like to see the original's in the 70s. Like we could go to the 80s, then we could have the 90s. Would that be something that would interest you, kind of thing? Because then you get different aesthetics as well.
Yes, I would love that, I think. Yeah.
And it's about, if they'd got on it now, it's about now that were released that 10 years later, 1980s sequel.
80s,
yeah. That
as
could
long
work,
as
couldn't
it's not surfing too much, it's not ripping off too much all the, the 80s film that we love, like Back to the Future. I mean, I love Stranger Things, but it's very derivative as well, isn't it?
Yeah. But imagine the fashion. Imagine Ryan Gosling in some leather or something.
Yeah. Or like the little
but Crow's still trying to fight the 80s and not enjoying, like, I don't know, the makeup and the hair and maybe the music. I think he's still being a grumpy old man kind of thing. And then you've got the daughter who's grown up through the 10 years as well. I think it'd be really fun. Would you want us to keep the director Shane Black writing and directing? Or?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So do you know what I was thinking as well when I was thinking of sequels? I really dislike the sequels when they change the actors.
Yes.
I can't get on board with that. For example, they what is it called? Rochelle something. So I love Twilight. So
okay.
I don't like the Twilight films. And they changed Victoria. They changed Victoria on the 3rd.
Yes.
It's Bryce Howard Dallas.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard, yeah.
Yes, we watched those films as well pretty recently.
And what did you think?
Oh, we hate them. We hate them.
You hate them?
I'm not playing around on this
but
one.
You're not a woman. And you know, I think that's what it is as well. It's quite camp as well, but it's just because I think I've read the book. And I think Stephanie Meyers, she's very good at depicting what teenage girls feel when they fall in love with men.
Yeah.
With the boys. The butterflies in the tummy, the obsession, that kind of thing. I think she's very good at that. And then, the whole... Everyone writes it look like Christian Grey. There's this whole, the guy that's a bit threatening and a bit scary, but he's here all the time. He's a bit stalkery, but he's, and people... want to be with him instead of the nice guy with Jacob, and it's a bit toxic, but unfortunately it's really working on the kind of stereotypes of the bad boy and everything. The
but he's also 100 years old.
I don't know what, like Robert Pattinson.
Yeah,
he is.
He's a
an old man.
100-year-old man.
Really? No,
he looks like a teenage boy, but he's 100 years old. When you think of that,
he is. That's
it's
what
creepy.
But yeah, so they changed one girl, and even that I didn't like. When they changed the person. I've never watched one of the film I love is Cruel Intentions. I never watched Cruel Intentions 2.
Oh, again, don't.
I have. It's bad.
Yeah, it's very bad. Yeah, don't watch that. And I love that film as well.
That's a prequel as well.
Great film.
There's a prequel?
Yeah, Cruel Intentions 2 is a prequel, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yes, it is, yeah.
I didn't know
again,
that.
it's not. It isn't a good one. It's not worth watching. Because Cruel Intentions is based on Dangerous Liaisons, which is based on a French film, right? The French book. So yeah, it's that kind of films like Mean Girls 2. I never watched it, but I think they changed the characters as well. Anything where they change the characters and the actors and everything, I don't like it.
What if it's for good reasons, like Fantastic Beasts and Johnny Depp and Mads Mikkelsen?
Because they're bad people or what? What do you mean?
It's Johnny Depp in it, and he was doing some horrible things at that point.
Yeah, so you think that's yeah, but still, I mean, why did you say Mads Mikkelsen? He
took the Fantastic
Beasts. Johnny Depp.
Yeah, he replaced in Fantastic.
He replaced Johnny Depp. I thought that him as well. He had to go.
No, Mads Mikkelsen is still a wonderful human
Ezra
being.
Miller is in it as well.
Yes, he is. Yeah,
I think that was a problematic film as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Or when they when they die, I accept when they die. like Dumbledore because he died.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about Dumbledore chimes.
Yeah. He died, so it's Michael Gambon afterwards. But before it was what Albert.
It was Richard Harris.
Richard Harris, that's it. But because they have so much like makeup and things that you don't really see the difference that much, when they die, okay, but like or when they replace the actor, they have to look really, really similar.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of ones that happened to him. My mind's just gone blank, but I'm sure it's happened quite. Oh, like Katie Holmes in Dark Knight 2. The Dark Knight with Maggie Gyllenhaal. How do you feel about that? I mean, it's not great, isn't it?
No, it's not great. So yeah, they're supposed to be the same actor, the same.
Yes, it's Rachel Dawes.
Yeah, so see that puts me off a bit, and it confuses me because sometimes I don't realize it's the same people. But in Marvel, they do it a lot, and they also say that in Marvel because they sometimes even like a hero is going to be a woman. It's a woman being the hero. Like Thor. At one point, it's Natalie Portman, isn't it? That she becomes Thor or something.
Sort of. They do explain that a little bit, but that film's a mess. That Love and Thunder movie is a mess.
But even like Falcon, he becomes the new Captain America and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a bit more acceptable in that way because in comic books they change and they change their appearances and that kind of thing.
It's because comic books go on forever and ever and ever essentially, and you have to have a way of undoing things that you've done 10 years before, and so comic book characters change a lot, and so it's more the name that carries on than the person. The heroes have 3 different names or something, because I was even reading about Robin, and he's supposed to be like Nightwing or something as well. Yeah, so Robin. Oh, this is incredibly geeky now. Robin becomes Nightwing and eventually Batman. Essentially, I think. Yeah. I think Dick Grayson becomes Batman at one point in the comics, and then there's a new Robin, like the various new Robins.
It's very confusing, but because they do that, I think I would accept it a bit more. If they change characters and everything in a Marvel film or DC film or something.
What about Bond?
I don't mind Bond, and they change it as well. I don't mind it.
We've gone so far away from the original question now, but we're all thinking.
It's fine. I think Bond, I don't mind it as well that they change it too often, but because I feel that. Do you know what? Because I think there's not really any, how do you say? It doesn't really follow each other. Like, so sometimes you have the Daniel Craig ones, and they have some references of what happened in the former ones. So that's fine. Yeah. They're all like Daniel Craig. But I don't think that between the Pierce Brosnan one and the Daniel Craig one, there's any references to the films from Pierce Brosnan, right?
No.
There's not really a backstory, a continuity of...
There's Judi Dench is in Pierce and Daniel Craig ones.
There's a whole theory that James Bond 007 is a code name and is used by various different agents And so every time
That's
Bond
true as well.
is a different person, he is a different person. He's just using the same code name, essentially.
But he's called James Bond every time. So
No, that's his. Yeah, again, that's part of the name. So they changed,
so
they
James
changed the
Bond will be
spy's
your
name to James Bond. Yeah.
There you go. That's how you go with that one. So if I was, watch me bring this back round. If they were to redo a sequel to The Nice Guys and they tried to recast it, you would no interest there?
Absolutely not. No.
Reboots?
I'm not a huge fan of reboots.
Doesn't surprise me.
No.
I'm trying to think. If there are some that I liked. So I watched Flatliners. It was terrible.
Oh, bad.
The Craft, I didn't like it. I prefer the original.
No, I can't think of any reboots.
Recently?
No, that wasn't.
Oh, I've stayed away. People said it was really bad. And you know what? It's one of those films as well that I haven't seen in the 90s. And I watched it not so long ago. And I thought, when talking about aging badly, the special effects were terrible.
I haven't watched The Crow in years, yeah.
It's so bad. So I've got loads of friends that really love it because they're kind of like gothic-y, they have that aesthetic. And I watched it and I was like, apart from the soundtrack that didn't age too badly, the rest, I thought it aged really badly in terms of like special effects, the grain of the film,
Yeah.
It's a shame because I like Bill Skarsgård, but I was I don't think it's going to be,
No.
I heard it's terrible.
Yeah.
I can't think of a reboot that I've really liked.
But yeah, try to think of a reboot.
Godzilla?
No, Dave, I said liked.
No, but Godzilla Minus One is a good...
That's not a reboot, though, is it?
No, it's more,
Okay, I'm guessing
it's like a side project or something. No?
Godzilla has always had many, many movies, right? Like,
yeah, so if we talk about that kind of thing, like the Frankenstein or the Dracula or that kind of thing, that works,
Yeah.
Yeah, because if we think that the Coppola Dracula is a reboot from the old ones, then that one, yes, I love that one.
Yeah. With The Nice Guys, when do you give up hope for the sequel? Have you given up hope that it will happen?
I mean, sometimes look at Trainspotting. I mean, I wish they did, but 20 years later, so you can still hope for that kind of thing.
Because I think it does well. It's done well on Blu-ray, DVD sales, and it's always getting talked up online that it does well. And the reviews for The Nice Guys was really good.
Yeah,
it's just it didn't make enough money to warrant a sequel.
Maybe we need to do a petition or something because I was talking about the concept of your podcast to my friends and everything, and I was saying my picks, and I hadn't said. I just said it's about best sequel, worst sequel, dream sequel, and I hadn't said my picks, and my friend said The Nice Guys.
Yeah,
he wanted The Nice Guys as well. So
it's the right answer.
A lot of people out there.
It's one of those annoying great films that's never got a sequel.
Those were Amélie Thomas's Unequal Sequels, and that it might be one of my favourite episodes just because those choices are so spot on.
I thought that would be a way for you when she picked that first pick.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and say it in French what it is?
No.
No, I didn't think that would be an option.
I can't remember what it is in French. It's Russian Dolls in English, right?
Russian Dolls in English,
yeah.
And it is a sequel to Spanish Apartment.
Or Potluck.
Also in English. Or Potluck.
Some places it's called Potluck. Some places it's called The Spanish Apartment. The French version is, the literal translation is The Spanish Apartment, right? It's the first movie.
So, yes.
And then this one is called Russian Dolls. And I really liked it.
Really good, wasn't it?
Yeah. A lot of fun with both movies. And I'm going to get the third one. I need to buy it because you can't stream it anywhere. But
Chinese Puzzle,
yeah. So I've got a feeling they might go to China. not saying these movies are on the nose. But, yeah.
I don't want to ruin it, but no, that doesn't happen.
Oh, what?
No, they go to Chinatown in New York.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Shame.
They do go to Russia in the second one.
They do go to Russia, yeah. And they go to Spain in the first one. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, great film. Never heard of it. Really loved it. I loved the first one more than I loved the second one. That's... for sure.
Yeah, I find the main character very annoying in the second one. He's quite frustrating. I want to shake him and sort of be like, what the fuck are you playing at?
Yes, you've got all these gorgeous women.
Yeah,
you.
Stop being a knob. Just be faithful to somebody. Yeah, basically.
That's what it takes. But they're funny and light and they're fun. And I watched it before you watched it and I thought, this is right up Rich's street.
It was. Yeah,
that was
much.
Good. Worst is a classic for us. Batman and Robin.
It's becoming the standard answer, right?
It's definitely up there.
It is a very bad sequel. And I didn't watch it again. Because I couldn't bring myself to watch it again.
No, because it's coming at a point where we're quite busy and I had a lot of films to watch. And I was like, I have to pick and choose. Yeah. And that was one I have watched before. So I didn't watch it again. And then obviously for her dream sequel, one of the right answers as well. The Nice Guys. Mm-hmm. Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling. Where's that sequel? I want to see that sequel.
Yes, please.
It's a great pick. All fantastic picks from Amélie. She's a wonderful, wonderful person to get on your podcast. I absolutely love that episode.
Yeah.
Great picks, great chats about films. The amount of films she suggested to us that I was making notes that I've somehow got to find like 400 blows and stuff and all of those films. Yeah. Don't know how I'm going to find time to watch them. But if you don't know who Amélie is, go listen to the first 100 episodes of the Fatal Attractions podcast. We've had Leslie on. He was another part of that podcast. Amélie did the first 100. She's now left because, I think they sent her a little bit mad.
I was going to say, I'm not sure I could do 100 of those movies, so she's got my respect.
It'd be like us watching 100 bad sequels, but at least we get good sequels and dream sequels.
I think we've easily watched 100 bad sequels since we started this.
I was thinking about this. What's dragging us down with the bad sequels is what we're reviewing every Friday.
Yeah, true.
It's not the stuff people are picking as much.
No, you're right.
Rich is having a thought about his head now, thinking about his life. Amelie's, like as Rich said in the intro, she runs this film club at the Garden Cinema in London. Now, if you haven't been to the Garden Cinema in London, it's one of the most beautiful little cinemas in there. It's very an independent cinema. They do very like foreign films and independent films and Oscar-worthy films and that kind of thing. And she runs a group, a club. I'm not quite sure how frequently it is, but it's like a book club, but for film people. So if you love chatting about film, you watch the film and then you have a drink or a coffee afterwards and you chat about it. And it sounds delightful.
It does.
To be honest. It sounds like my kind of people. So go check that out.
I want to go.
Yeah, so do I. So follow the Garden Cinema on socials, follow Amélie, and then you'll find out when the next one is coming up and get your ass down there because it's going to be awesome. And if me and Rich can ever get into London in midweek like that, we're going to try and do it, but times are hard at the moment. But thank you, Amélie, for coming on and picking some absolutely wonderful picks. We absolutely loved it. You were brilliant. Onwards.
If you'd like a little bit more of Amélie, and I fully suggest that you do because it's a very good chat, you need to get yourself onto anotherslice.com/unequal sequel, where you can pay just $2.99 a month. That is an absolute bargain because not only do you get extra bits to all our interview episodes, but you also get Disenfranchised, where we talk about movies that should have had a franchise but didn't, and also Box Set Mentality, which are a whole box set of movies and talk all about them. We're currently doing the Dirty Harry box set, and Disenfranchised is always fun. So yeah, join us over there, get a bit more Amélie in your life, and yeah, for the price of half a coffee in London, it's nothing really. $2.99 a month. God. Bargain.
More of us.
Yeah, more of us too. And also, you become a super special slicer and you'll have a chance to get yourself on some super special merchandise that no one else will be allowed to have. Apart from me and Dave. We're going to have some.
Well, yeah, I'm going to have it all.
Yeah. So yeah, join us over there. Get on the socials. Let us know what you thought about Amélie's picks. We will read out all your comments in the end of month roundup. We are on all the socials as @unequal sequel. We're not on that one. The bad one. We're not on that. Or you can email us if you don't use social media. We're unequalsequel@hotmail.com. You can also leave comments on Spotify or on YouTube if that's where you listen. If you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, please make sure you give us 5 stars. If you listen on anything else, just give us the best rating you can. We'd really love that. And it helps other people find the podcast. So yeah, happy days.
Yeah, good. Well done. That was episode 8 of season 9. I would say now we're in the end game.
We are, yeah.
Because we got 3 more interview episodes and then we're having our special Christmas episode.
Can we let people know what it's going to be?
I don't think we can let people know, but we can definitely tease.
It's going to be quizzical.
It's quizzical and it's also going to involve some past guests.
Yes. Last year for Christmas, we did a crossover with one other podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We're stepping this one up. And it's a crossover between 3 podcasts.
Including us.
Yeah. So us and 2 other podcasts.
Yeah. So start thinking.
Ambitious.
So it's going to be a lot of fun, just in time for Christmas, that one. So hopefully people will enjoy it. I've got nothing else to say. So it's a goodbye from me. Bye-bye. And it's a goodbye from him.
Bye!
See you next one. Sequel to this one. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
I did extra bye.
I could hear it in my headphones. It was really loud.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Season's nearly out. Done, Rich. We're coming to the end now. Just to the point when I go slightly mental.
and we've got plans for season 10, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's going to be a bit crazy.
It is going to be a bit crazy. So that's something for everyone to enjoy in the new year.